welcome to Church at Home.
Welcome, everyone.
Good to see you. I'm here with my friend Beth. You'll notice that Jacob is missing today, but don't worry, you'll get your Jacob here a little bit later on.
It is my first time, so be kind.
Yes, it's so good to have you here. I love it. Beth and I normally just do coffee not on a camera, so right now we can just have some fun chats.
To be fair, I'm usually behind the camera writing what you're saying.
That is true, actually. Yeah. So now if we're not sure of anything, Beth's got all the answers. Hey, but if it's your first time or you're just looking to connect into this space, there's so many ways that you can do that. We love to create moments for people to be able to connect in at Gateway. Some of those is life groups, which we love, which is just people getting together, usually in someone's house. Usually there's food.
Ours is fortnightly.
Yeah.
What's your?
We're weird. We have like a 3-week sort of system.
Oh.
Because we were like, fortnightly is just a bit too much because we've got a lot of children and a lot of things going on.
That's a lot of kids.
But then monthly feels like, oh, it's not quite enough. So anyway.
So there's a life group for you.
Yeah, look, every life group looks very different. Like, we've come with some crazy stories from our life group, which have probably scared some people off.
It makes me want to join yours. What does that say?
We played Mousetrap Jenga.
Mousetrap Jenga.
It's exactly as it sounds.
Do I ask? I don't think so.
Probably don't. Just know that Doug Harvey's involved. And that tells you all that you need to know. If you don't know, you should go and meet him one Sunday if you ever come to in-person church, and all will be explained.
Actually, they've just had a baby. Congratulations.
Indeed,
The Harvey family, a little girl.
Oh, I know. Good luck to her. No.
3 kids.
And look, there's a heaps of other ways you can connect. I know YA, the young adults, they're doing a soup fest. Soup fest.
Yes.
I think I like soup fest.
Soup Fest feels more elaborate.
Yeah.
Like you could wear cute outfits, like a festival. You know?
Yes. And a bib, maybe, because it's soup. Just in case.
So that'll be over at Active at right next to our church, and it's I think 12 to 1:30. And if you're, what's the age? I keep getting confused. 18 to 30-ish.
The ish is very important.
If I'm late 30s, that doesn't count as ish.
That's ish.
You really?
No, I don't know. I think.
Maybe.
Look, any questions? Ask Jacob.
Okay, yeah, great, good. Okay, or go to the app. The app will show you what.
The app has all the answers. So anything you're looking for, any of the things that we're talking about, you can head to the app in the events section, and it'll give you the actual details. We're just here to tell you about the vibe.
Yeah. So that's the 19th of July, Sunday. Come along, eat some soup.
If you are 18 to 30-ish. Yeah.
You make that call.
There are also other things.
Yes.
Craft connections. If you're a bit crafty, there's prayer mornings.
That's
if you're
it.
into, praying, which we all are, but
no, but it's just good to get with a group of people. Yeah, and you've got a Tuesday morning that's once a month on a Tuesday morning if you check out the app, or if midweek doesn't work for you, it's a really great chance on a Sunday morning. Can't remember which Sunday, maybe the 4th Sunday of the month, before the first service. Come along and we just get to pray for the church and what's going on in our world. It's a
Told you she had all the details. It's so good. It's all up there in her head. Oh my gosh. And I'm so excited. We have baptisms coming up.
Yes.
We always love. There is nothing more powerful than hearing people's stories of how Jesus has changed their life.
Absolutely. So that's August 2nd.
Yes.
And I know that sounds like a fair way out, but pop it in your diary because you're not going to want to miss. Bring your friends. It's a great service. But we're telling you now because obviously there's a process that we'd love to journey with you through. If this is something that you feel like could be your next step, just,
100%.
Maybe you've been hanging around church for a while and don't worry, you'll never feel ready. You're never going to feel ready to be baptized, but Jesus just says, follow me and be baptized. So we're telling you now because we'd love to journey with you on that. There'll be someone that will, catch up with you, help you work through what you feel like you might want to say. And filming for that happens before August 2nd. And that's actually a really good tree because I think one of the barriers for people with baptism can be standing up in front of people.
Totally, yeah. That's one of, I think that's like a number one fear for people is public speaking.
100%. Yeah. I think it's even greater than death, isn't it?
Yes, genuinely. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah.
Yes, and I get that. It's hard, but the beauty of how we do it is that you're just in an environment like this.
Yes, it's a little studio.
Yeah.
It's all cozy. And look, and if you're not looking to get baptized, definitely come along or check it out at Church at Home, and you'll get to see all the amazing stories.
Yes, but if you are interested, let us know at the app because we would love to journey with you on that.
Everything's in the app. It's so good. Oh my gosh, another thing.
Yes.
What's coming up?
Okay, look, school holidays always screams Broadway in a week.
I love it.
So exciting. So we have a real major creative thumbprint on our church, and one of the things we love to lean into is theatre. We believe the arts is a doorway to just people's hearts and breaking down barriers and just showing God's redemption.
Yeah.
So we have a thing called Broadway in a Week, which is our kind of high school mainly, is it? Just school kids, school theatre program where for 1 week they block. They do all the choreography, they do all the costuming, everything for a whole Broadway show in a week and perform it on the weekend. It's phenomenal.
It is top quality. So if you, I think the auditions have already happened and everything, it is coming up, but we want to absolutely cheer on these amazing young people, and the show, the show that they put on every year without fail is phenomenal. Like, you will not believe they've done it in a week. So make sure you get there to watch so we can cheer them on.
Yeah.
And also, cheap tickets to a great show.
100%.
It's a win-win.
Matilda Jr., it's going to be rocking.
So fun.
And I have 2 small boys, we go each time, and they're always inspired
it's
and blown
a great
away.
one to take the kids to because they're short and
holidays.
Engaging.
You've got to distract your kids for school holidays.
Yes,
it's a great way to do it.
Yeah. Now Jacob and I did promise we wouldn't bring this up again, but we have brought it up again, and I apologise. The 40th anniversary, we've had a massive celebration. We love to stretch it out, but we did have a special offering that we were encouraging everyone to contribute.
And we just wanted to give you an update on that because it's exciting to hear feedback on how we went as a community. Yes. So we gave everyone the opportunity to give to a special happy birthday, 40th birthday offering church. And drum roll, we got, I think, 48,000.
Wow.
Which is phenomenal.
That's
Thank you
so amazing.
Everybody who, I know lots of families prayed thoughtfully about that and contributed. So everyone who gave to that, thank you so much. It's going to go a long way to supporting the future health of this church. But if you do want to, I know some families are still chatting about that. So if you still want to contribute, you can. Let's get it over 50.
Yeah.
How fun. It's so close to 50.
That's a very achievable goal right now. I feel like we're, so close.
100%. So if you want to get involved, please do.
Yeah, and look, in general as well, Gateway is such a generous place. The people, it's completely self-funded. We have so many faithful people who give week in, week out to make sure all this stuff that we do, all the things in the event section can happen. And so we just want to say thank you to those who do give regularly. And if that is something that you are interested in growing in or stepping into, you can do that via the app as well. And so we're just going to pray over the overing. Over the overing?
Overing.
And the offering. We might pray over both. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, we just thank you so much for your generosity that you gave to us first, and you have modeled that in the way that you live. And we just want to be more like you. We want to be people who are generous, who give more than they take. And we just thank you for what you can do with that kind of heart, Lord. So I thank you for those who give faithfully, and I thank you for those who are stepping into that for the first time. Yes. In your name, amen.
Amen. Well, we are in our second week of our new series.
I love this series.
On Jonah.
Yes.
So fun. And Marcy set it up brilliantly last week with just, I think it was just a reading of the scripture and just setting up the literary context for the book. And this week we have Jacob.
Yes.
Tackling that first chapter, just a few verses in that first chapter on when God says go. Really looking forward to it.
Can't wait. Thanks so much. See you later.
Bye.
Morning, Gateway family. If you're a Church at Home regular, you're probably wondering, Jacob, how are you going to chat through a whole message since you've usually got Tree sitting next to you for the hosting section to stop you from being distracted talking about space for half an hour? How are you going to not end up rambling on if you don't have Tree to save you? Well, let's find out. We're chatting about Jonah today, and it is one of my favorites. That's how Jonah starts. It's weird and it's funny. It's one of the reasons why I love this book so much. It starts out like this. One day, long ago, God's word came to Jonah, Amittai's son. God says, "Up on your feet and on your way to the big city of Nineveh. Preach to them. They're in a bad way and I cannot ignore it any longer." But Jonah got up and he went in the other direction to Tarshish, running away from God. And he went down to the port of Joppa and found a ship headed for Tarshish. He paid the fare and went on board, joining those going to Tarshish, as far away from God as he could get. What a start to a story. I love it. I love it. And God says, go and chat to these people. Jonah immediately goes far, far away from where God wanted him to go. And rather than traveling 1,000 kilometers to Nineveh, like from Melbourne to Sydney, he instead traveled 4,000 kilometers in the other direction to Tarshish, which is like Melbourne to Perth, the edge of the world. No cars, no planes back then, just good old fashioned boots and boats for months at a time. Months running away from where God wanted him to go. And we often criticize Jonah for that. Who on earth would run away from God? And for starters, you can't. He's God. But you can try to run away from what God is asking you to do, where he's asking you to go. So Jonah gave this a crack, running away from having to chat with these people in Nineveh, which was the capital city of a people called the Assyrians. So in our safe, unoppressed, privileged, cozy little houses, it is all too easy for us to shame Jonah for not immediately seizing the opportunity to go out and tell some people about God. But for the original readers though, they would have instantly been thrown by the beginning of this story for a different reason. Because while we're shocked that Jonah ran, the original audience would have been shocked at God's request to go and preach to the Assyrians, to tell them to change their ways. It would have been crazy for them to hear this. It would have been like God asking Jonah to go and preach to the Assyrians would be like asking someone in Ukraine to go to Moscow and preach to Putin and his Russian army today. Or it would have been like in World War II, asking a Jewish person or a Jewish rabbi teacher in Nazi-occupied Poland to go to Berlin and preach to Hitler and his SS army. It's just inconceivable. This request for Jonah to go to the Assyrians was maybe even more wild. Because these guys, these Assyrians, were next level brutal. Next level. Like, I could not repeat the things that they did here with you. And they made sure that everybody knew about just how cruel they were. So to preach to these Assyrians was a provocative request, especially for the nationalistic, patriotic Jonah, who only cared about his own people. Mainly because asking the Assyrians to change their ways implies that if they did, that God would show them mercy. Why else would he ask for him to go and change their ways? So Jonah, of course, would much prefer for God to just eliminate them altogether because he hates them. So Jonah figures if he doesn't give them the option to change their ways, if he doesn't go and deliver the message at all, then the Assyrians' fate is already decided by Jonah. Hence, Jonah's decision to run away as far as possible. That's the start of that story. Sort of starts making sense in light of all of that. But for us nowadays, we run away as far as we can from God because he prompted us to strike up a conversation with the person behind us at the grocery checkout. Look at all those groceries though. It's going to take whole minutes out of my day. Better clog up the self-checkout with my trolley instead. Sorry, God, maybe some other day. But, Jonah couldn't make any sense out of why God would want him to go and talk to the Assyrians. Today, things still happen that we can't make sense out of, including things that aren't even from God at all. Or it could be a diagnosis, it could be a lost relationship, it could be a failed housing agreement, a job falling through. And when these things happen, we have to decide, just like Jonah had to decide to lean in to God and go, or to leave him behind and run. And sometimes things just don't seem to be working, but God says, keep going. And sometimes when God says no, it's because he has a different go. And I think a lot of the time, though, it's God saying to us, go, and us saying no. Jonah ran because of his hatred for the Assyrians. But today we run for all sorts of reasons. We run away from friendships because we don't like their views. We run away from serving at the winter shelter or, with the homeless in our community because it inconveniences our sleep routine. We run away from meeting new people because we don't know what they're going to think of us and it's scary. We run away from donating some of our finances to a good cause because we don't get anything out of it. We run away from waking up early to spend time with God because we're more comfortable being distracted by screens late at night. We run away from all sorts of things. New ideas because a simple black and white answer is easier. It's limitless. There's all sorts of things we run away from in our society today. Timothy Keller, he explains why we run away pretty well, I thought. And he says in his book, if you want to understand your own behavior, you must understand that all sin against God is grounded in a refusal to believe that God is more dedicated to our good and more aware of what that is than we are. We distrust God because we assume that he is not truly for us, and that if we give him complete control, that we'll be miserable. We believe that God has put us in a world of delights, but is determined that he will not give them to us if we obey him. This is a lie. That's from his book, The Prodigal Prophet. We run away from God when he calls us into something because we think that life will be worse if we follow him for some reason. It's just not true. Life might not be easier when we follow God's go. He doesn't promise us easy, but it sure is better. It's better because God genuinely knows what better really is. He knows the best way to live. Sometimes God says, go to a physical place and go to that new job, go and meet that person, go and check out a small group or a life group, go get baptized. And sometimes the places that we're called to go aren't physical places, but a place inside of ourselves, a place that we would prefer to keep in the dark. And it's something that we don't really want to deal with or allow to be seen. A place God calls us to so that he can shine a light on it and heal it and restore it. And that's a different kind of go. And many years ago, God asked me to go into one of those delightful little dark places inside of myself to deal with some unforgiveness that I had festering inside of me. How pleasant. Naturally, I rushed right in and had it all resolved within the hour. Yes, unfortunately not. Often the places that God calls us to go, like Jonah to the Assyrians, are not very comfortable places. And they take time. And thankfully, I wasn't on the boat headed to Tarshish, running away for too long. I realized that dealing with this thorn of unforgiveness, it would be painful, but it's way better than leaving the thorn in to just get infected over time. Also, the chances of God getting me swallowed by a big fish to sort me out are allegedly not zero. So I figured I might as well say okay to God's go now. I had a conversation with people smarter than me to figure out how do I wrestle through this unforgiveness in a healthy way. I spent regular time just quietly praying for who I needed to forgive. Admittedly, this was harder at the start, but over time, God gently unweaved those knots inside of me, and after a couple of years, I came to a place of genuine forgiveness. It wasn't a one moment thing. I would still have to forgive again every so often in an imaginary conversation I was having with myself in the shower. It's always there that you're stuck with your own thoughts. But today, after all that work, I'm so much more free than I was all of those years ago. So, what about you? Where are you in relation to God's calling? Are you waiting for God to give direction? You're still in Joppa? Or are you ignoring the direction that he gave you long ago? Or are you running as far away as you can from whatever it is that you know he wants for you? Where might God be asking you to move towards people instead of away from them? The greatest distance in mission is between our hearts and God's compassion. It was that way for Jonah, and I think it's still the same way today. So often, we're held back from saying yes to God's go because we struggle to understand why God would care so much. And Jesus, who was God on earth, didn't say, come to church. He said, go. He said, therefore, go and make disciples of all nations. All of us are called. So if you're not sure what God is asking you to do, start right there. The last thing Jesus asked us to go and do, and make disciples, and make some friends and teach them about Jesus. We must not limit our focus to our own people. We are commissioned to go out, not hide in. To ask a mate from work or school if they want to come along to a small group or life group, or if they just want to read the Bible with you. That's a start. And you might surprise yourself with how easy that process is. It's easy to convince yourself out of it. But if you've got something else bubbling up inside of you from this morning about where God is asking you to go, tell a trusted friend and start heading in the right direction. It might take some time. And there's all sorts of things that God might be sort of prompting you. So I thought it would be good to just give you a minute now, literally right now, to sit with God and ask him to give you your go. So let's do that. Let's just sit for a minute. What do you reckon? I'll pray and then we'll just literally wait for 30 seconds. Now, God, we are right here with you. And we want to be present with you, and we're going to give you the space and the time to speak to us right now and give us some direction on where you want us to go and what that might look like. So I pray that as we give you this time, that you can reveal that to us right now, and that you give us the boldness to carry it out. And maybe you feel like you've been running away for some time, and it's time to start heading the other direction. It's time to start heading back towards Jesus. I'm going to read a psalm now, which is a song written by a guy named David thousands of years ago. And this song was made to celebrate the feeling of security and joy and freedom that's found in being vulnerable before God. Because that's the ask this morning too, that you're brave enough to vulnerably let God decide where you go instead of deciding for yourself. And where are you going from here? And David writes, "Count yourself lucky, how happy you must be to get a fresh start, your slate's wiped clean." Count yourself lucky. God holds nothing against you, and you're holding nothing back from him. When I kept it all inside, my bones turned to powder. My words became a day-long groan. The pressure never let up. All the juices of my life dried up. And then I let it all out. I said, I'll come clean about all my failures to God. And suddenly, the pressure was gone. My guilt dissolved. My sin disappeared. These things add up. Every one of us needs to pray. When all hell breaks loose and the dam bursts, we'll all be on high ground, untouched. God is my island hideaway. He keeps danger far from shore and throws garlands of hosannas around my neck. And whether you're in Joppa, right at the start of God's prompting today, or Tarshish, after running away from God for so long, or you're standing at the gates of Nineveh, you're face to face with the defining moment of where God is calling you. Your answer is the same wherever you are. When God says go, go. Now go and live the life that God has ahead of you to its fullest with him this week.
I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise and treasures that fade are never enough. You came along. call by name. Born and raised back to life again. I was made for more. So why would I make a bed in my shame when a fountain of grace is running my way? I know I am yours. I was made for
When I look back, I can see your hand all over my past. Even in the times I'd rather forget, I just can't believe you'd love me like that, love me like that. You never let go. Thought I was alone, now I know you were close. I can see it now, you were bringing me home. I just can't believe you'd love me like that, love me like that. Every day gets better when I'm walking with you. Oh, you're my hope forever, what a beautiful view. I will give you praise for the things you've done, and every single way that you've shown me love. God, you have only just begun, so come on, there's so much better to come. So much better to come. There's so much better to come. When I look back, I can see your hand all over my past. Even in the times I'd rather forget, I just can't believe you'd love me like that, love me like that. You never let go. Thought I was alone, now I know you were close. I can see it now, you were bringing me home. I just can't believe you'd love me like that, love me like that. Oh, every day gets better when I'm walking with you. Oh, you're my hope forever, what a beautiful view. I will give you praise for the things you've done, and every single way that you've shown me love. God, you have only just begun, so come on, there's so much better to come. So much better to come. So much better to come. You never left me. You always helped me. Got through the fire. I find my strength when I'm walking beside you. You never left me. You always helped me.